Major Jensen passes away. An article from Nebraska Signal, Geneva, Nebraska, January 18th, 1912. Major Jensen passes away. Death and funeral of pioneer, patriot, soldier, and statesman at Perry, Oklahoma. Major Jensen is dead. More than a local character in finance, politics, and general business affairs, the one whom we knew the best as the good old substantial, commonplace fellow, friend of old and young, is with us no more. Terse Norseman, born and bred strong and robust, as with the lusty families of the land of Denmark, of vigor and real manhood, came to us in all strength and wealth of power of all that masculinity that makes men that do things. Now he passes from us with a life rounded out, fulfilling more than every mission granted to one allotted the favored 70 of years. In every walk of life, Major Jensen had more than done his part. What from his foreign birth and boyhood, his labor for education, his American citizenship, his commission as a soldier when duty called to protect our Union, his record in the service of his adopted state in various public positions as a teacher and benefactor, his home with us, where it was, "Hello, Major," and the glad hand always outstretched with a lovely, "Howdy-do, son." Good old man, men that make the world better that they lived, and that spread optimism and dispel gloom. That when their time comes, they are satisfied with all the world, and feel that they have played the part assigned and lie down to sleep, the sleep that knows no wakening, with that conscience carrying a bill of clearance for what is next to come. It does not make us of the poor weak class ashamed, if not the coward. The burial services of Major Jensen were held at the family home in West Perry last Thursday, with all significance of a family affair that he loved and void of pomp and ostentation that he disliked. What could have been nicer to hear with the remembrance of Major Jensen than Reverend Parvin's talk from the Romans, "The just shall live by faith"? Then the choir sang sweetly, and the people bowed heads and thought of who Major Jensen was. The home was filled, and outside, regardless of the inclement weather, friends gathered to hear the eternal requiem of their friend and fellow citizen. Flowers came from friends afar, sending with the banks of fragrant blossoms the mute goodbye and the long farewell to the one they had known and admired. The body was laid to rest in Grace Hill Cemetery, where each spring the flowers will be strewn by patriots and their friends to the memory of one who served his country and fellow man the best he knew how, and of whom it can well be said, his deeds, his worthy deeds alone, made him immortal. And when oblivion shall have swept away thrones, kingdoms, and principalities, when all of human grandeur and glory shall have molded into dust, and time's last vestige becomes extinct, eternity will catch the glowing theme and dwell upon his name forever. John or Jens was born at Husum, Schleswig-Holstein, July 21st, 1843, received his education and was employed for 2 years in the schools of his native country. In 1862, he came to America, locating in Fond du Lac County, Wisconsin. Soon after his arrival, he enlisted in the 1st Wisconsin Heavy Artillery and served until the close of the war. After the war, he joined his parents at Davenport, Iowa, and remained until January 1st, 1868, when he went to Nebraska and was variously employed at Nebraska City, Lincoln, and Pleasant Hill until 1872, when he located permanently at Geneva, Fillmore County. Here he held various public positions such as county clerk and clerk of the court, and in 1892 to 1893 represented his county in the state legislature. He was always identified with the Republican Party and for 20 years was a delegate to every state convention and once to the national convention. He was admitted to the bar in 1887 and was also connected with the Citizens Bank of Geneva, Perry, Oklahoma, Republican, January 4th, 1912.